So you want to know all the reason I'm opposed any type of white people I'm opposed of? Because I am opposed of White Lives Matter. Why am I opposed of White Lives Matter? You may all know the answer. Because I did know the answer. As you know, we got all KKKs around because what has happened. And I know we see what happened on the news, that there's been incidents of any type of black people, Hispanic people, Muslim people, any type of race people who is responsible, who murdered any type of white people. Laken Riley was dead by an undocumented immigrant who came here in Venezuela. Came to the peach state of Georgia in America. Irina Zaruska, a Ukrainian refugee, was tragically killed by an unwell black man who was unwell, that he killed her after Irina came here in the United States during the war of Ukraine by Russia, that she fled here for almost 3 years? Yeah, 4 years. You know who is Irina Zaruska, that she died almost a year ago. So yeah, including what happened to Jocelyn Nungare from Texas. What happened to her, that was horrible. And the people just put on to blame on any immigrants that's from Venezuela, that they were brown people. Including what happened to Yasser Said. That was horrible, but what he did is himself. Including what happened to Charlie Kirk. Well, that wasn't even any type of other race human. They thought it was a black or Hispanic, Muslim, but it ain't. It was a white guy named Tyler Robinson who murdered Charlie Kirk on that day. And at the day of his rally of the college in Utah, that he took some debates and answered some questions on any people he loved. Yeah, it was horrible, but what Tyler did was unlawful and un-American. And yeah, there's been spreading unwell hate by Charlie Kirk that he did. And then Tyler had a reason to put him down because he was so angry about it. He had enough of hate that he ever saw. And that's why he climbed up to that roof and boom! Sniped him down. So I'm also opposed death penalty because that doesn't make any sense, because I don't know why Tyler Robinson has to face the death penalty for what he did to Charlie Kirk. And yeah, what happened to him was horrible. I am opposed to White Lives Matter and the Confederacy that we have. To Laken Riley, Jocelyn Nungare, Irina Zaruska, Charlie Kirk. So much conspiracy that white people just ever say to any type of race is conspiracy and hateful. What happened to George Floyd? That was racially murdered. And they said that they're going to honor Derek Chauvin after he murdered him, after he was a convicted felon who murdered him by putting his knee on his neck? Are you kidding me? honoring him for murdering him as a convicted felon. You think we should honor Derek Chauvin as a convicted felon because he was white for murdering an innocent black man after what he did to those other victims? To his victims, he committed excessive force and assault them. Ahmaud Arbery from Georgia was chased by three white men after he was in a jogging mood. He was trying to get some exercise, and then he stopped inside that construction site where they're building that house. He was looking around, and he has nothing to steal. Yeah, these three men, they found guilty for murder. As a convicted felons, they are. Those demons deserve it because a father and son, they chased him down. A father called the 911 operator, telling them what was going on, that they, while they were trying to make an unlawful citizen's arrest unconstitutional. There's a black male running down the street. Breonna Taylor was racially murdered after her civil rights was violated after they were operating her home along with her boyfriend, and her boyfriend grabbed the gun and shot him. They shot them because he thought it was a burglary. But they didn't have a warrant to enter her house. Eric Garner was racially murdered. They never charged him, but they fired him. Daniel Pantaleo got away with murder. We all see with our own eyes that the video shows that Daniel Pantaleo illegally restrained him to suffocate him, and Eric Garner yells, "I can't breathe." We got ICE agents in our streets, and those ICE agents murdered two American innocent people, Renee Nicole Good and Alex Pretty. Renee said, "Oh, that's fine. I'm not mad at you." She attempted to drive off, and the ICE agents blow her brains out of her for no reason, claiming it is self-defense, but it's not. Alex Pretty was trying to help a woman who fell down after that pigs of ICE shoved her to the ground, as bullies they are. So Alex Pretty was trying to help her up, and these pigs murdered him for no reason after he legally had a gun, but he wasn't using a gun. So he had a court order to have a permit to bring a gun in public. He was armed, but again, he wasn't even using it. And I still, this is why I post White Lives Matter. Including my member family. My cousin was racially murdered after a crime he did not commit. His ex-girlfriend lied about it, but they arrest him with a warrant of arrest because he broke up with her. And like I said the last time, that he gave me a story. Gave me a story that he has a relationship. Yeah, I listened well and know about it. I believed him. And then those police murder him for no reason after he was self-defending himself with a knife that he didn't ever do. He didn't want to go to jail because he was going to be false imprisoned by those pigs after the lies she did. So yeah, he never loved her anymore. And he got another girlfriend he loved. And to me, I was racially discriminated online. So yeah, I was racially discriminated in the past online. And they think I should give up on YouTube, but no, I don't think I should give up on YouTube. I love to do something on YouTube, like I'm doing right now. So yeah. And my people suffering of false imprisonment, as bullies they are, what those white people, ICE agents, are doing. Liam Conejo Ramos, along with his father, was on a way to school after his father attempted to drop him off, but they were detained by those pigs. And I'm glad the judge made the right decision to release them and put them back in Minnesota because they belong here in America. Those ICE agents did not have the rights to detain them because they have no criminal way they have committed. Jocelyn Rojo Carranza suicide herself from the bully she's suffering after those students threatened to call ICE against her parents. She took her own life after she was been threatened by them. And the school district failed to save her. What they're doing to her was a hate crime and terroristic threats and 911 misuse they're about to commit, which is a 911 hoax. You know, I just talked to my friend Spencer back, well, I did talk to him a moment ago, earlier, but the last time I've been told that what he has told me. So you see, I'm going to give you an example. So this is my chili hats I earned that I had it from my high school year. So whatever, I'm going to be like him, that what he used to told me. So Spencer, if you're seeing this, I hope you don't mind. And don't get mad about it, but people should have the right to know the truth of what I'm doing right now. So last time he used to wear the way the hat goes like this. So you may know which way the people wears the hat, right? So he told me about his dad named Don. Well, it's a long story about Don, his dad, because he called him Don sometimes, but he had difficult issues with him. Hope I'm correct. So last time that he wear this hat on the same way that he is a huge fan of Disney, any type of Disney he loved. So he has the Pixar hat that he used to wear, the side he used to wear. So he told me he told me that is very, very extreme, in my opinion, that I have. It's very extreme difficult because his dad saw how he wears. Because the way he wears, that he wears the hat backwards. His dad, Don, just said the N-word of him. Are you kidding me? You think black people, you think my friend is an N-word? Your son is the N-word? That he wears the hat reverse? Just because he wears the hat reverse doesn't mean he is a black person. He is white and he had the right to do that. A lot of people have the right to do that. But as you know, the truth is, not really interested to wear the hat backwards. So I always wear the right side. Yeah, this is my Chile hat, and I'm about to go work there anytime soon. So again, my hat in the right side. I'm not. That's my even interest that I like to wear, because I love to wear normally, but not reverse, because I'm not interested of it to wear backwards. So you see how difficult it is to hear how extreme a father would actually say a son that they were N-words just because they're wearing a hat in reverse. Bull crap. Extremely bull crap. And you know, this is why I have my flag upside down right now, because we suffer of hell right now because the dictator here in America, after all, because America is suffering in hell right now, including the war of Iran right now, because of America, because of President Trump. Unacceptable. And you know, if my friend Spencer Wood actually is member of the KKK, I would file a police report and record everything online. If he was my neighbor, as he was out of control, difficult behavior. After all, like Spencer, I don't know if you understand this, but just don't get mad at me, because it's just my opinion. But I know you're not a KKK, but I'm just giving you an example. So again, I would record everything, show the evidence to the police, as I would file the police report. After what I am, as you know, I'm brown, I'm Hispanic, Latino American, culture Mexican. So yeah. And I swear, because if there's any Klansmen outside at my neighborhood, I would record everything. And this is how I oppose White Lives Matter, because they harass people. So yeah, that's everything I could say. So I hope you understand what I say. So please, how long do we get this racism to stop because of President Trump? That convicted felon, adjudicated rapist. Unbelievable. So again, what happened to Irina Zaruska, Laken Riley, Jocelyn Nungare, and any type of white people who died? So yeah, that was horrible, but they don't have the rights to blame on a brown person and a black person, just because they are real human beings. Because we all are human beings. All right, and I know my friend Spencer is white, but I don't care if he's white. He is my friend, and I don't care about his race. I do have plenty of black friends I have, and I don't care if they were black. So you should never care what color they are. Just like when Martin Luther King said that nobody should ever judge based on the color of their skin during on that march in Washington when he gave that I Have a Dream speech. Even he said, evil succeed when people do nothing. All right, so that's all I could say. So have a white terrorist day, everyone. Hope you understand about my friend's father, what he said to him. So have a white day.